Located here in Elan is an agricultural county. The scenery of the mountains and lakes serve as attractive filming locations for numerous Taiwanese movies. The house behind me was in the movie. We've all seen Starman. Unfortunately, the owner doesn't live here anymore, but he occasionally comes to maintain the place. It's made out of all local material, including stone and wood. The roof used to be covered in straw, but as you can see, it's since been remodeled. You know, in this scenic location, numerous advocates are trying to promote friendly farming, and we are here today to meet some of those people. Follow me. I am Alana. I was born profoundly deaf, but that sure didn't stop me from trying new adventures. I love exploring the great outdoors, braving new activities, and trying delicious vegetarian food. Through this program, I am learning more and more about cherishing and protecting our Earth. Now, follow me!
Hey, 你好，我是杨文全。
Nice to meet you.
你好，你好。
I heard you have a really special organization, and I was wondering if you could teach me a little bit about farming.
你对这个很有兴趣吗？好，走，我带你去看。
好。
大概有10年的时间在宜兰做农村规划的工作。那透过做这样的一个规划工作，我觉得我自己非常喜欢农村。4年前我从台大城乡所博士班毕业以后，然后我就想说，是不是还有一个机会让自己的人生有一些不一样的体验，或者说不一样的生活。那所以我还是回到宜兰，一方面喜欢这里，一方面觉得我的农村规划的工作如果还要再有更好的突破，我觉得我应该变成一个农夫，从农夫的角度再去思考，农村的发展。
Can I get in? Woo! Okay. I noticed that we're in many rice fields surrounded by mountains, so I have to ask, where are we?
这在宜兰的双连埤下来的这个山谷，好，那这边的双连埤是一个宜兰非常重要的一个水鸟保护区，好，野鸟保护区。那这边鸟非常的多，然后这边的水非常的干净。
Can you tell me why the birds came after we rode over it?
因为我们这个机器在翻田的时候会把土翻开来，土里面有非常多的生物，好，蚯蚓啊，什么各式各样，那鸟要来吃。
But how do they know to come? Can they see the food from here?
这个我也不太知道，但是我还曾经发生过，我车子停在那边，他们就靠过来了，他们可能很习惯了。其实大概就历年开始，我们这边的很多传统的农夫都已经开始插秧了。今天刚好是春分嘛，那也是种稻子非常好的这样的一个季节。
I'm a city girl. I was born and raised in Taiwan, but today I'm getting my hands and my feet very, very dirty. Now, the first thing I noticed when I stepped into the soil, because this is my very first time doing this, and the first thing I noticed is I could feel snails everywhere. Because this is a very natural farming land. You've started a very natural farming land. There are no pesticides, no chemicals.
Yes, yes.
So that's why there's a lot more snails here. So you try not to step on too many.
我们插秧的时间当然会最晚一般来说到清明了那就这一段时间，也就是国历大概3月这一段时间，是农村里面最忙的时候。那我们很多新的农夫，他的农村梦里面有一个是自己手插秧，就像刚才我们看到我们自己在手插秧。那透过这样的一个手插秧的耕作，其实是让自己进入到一种农夫的这样的一种状态里面。那我觉得那个非常重要。
And you have a foundation?
No, just a community.
Okay,
we have a community of farmers, many farmers here. Yes.
都是你的好朋友。
Yes, 大家来从come from everywhere， 想要推广不使用农药、不使用化肥的这样的一个农作的方式。所以这个是我开始种田、成立200甲的一个基本动机。那200甲就是希望说应该很多人来种，但是当时也不晓得是什么方法，就先种了再说。结果很快的第1年就因为田很多，然后就很多朋友来到这边才认识的朋友就来种，所以变成我们200甲就变成一个培育新农夫的一个开放的平台。那也因为这个开放平台，让很多想要务农的，特别是一些原来的是都市人，没有务农经验的人，那他有一个进入到农村去实现他的农村梦的这样的一个平台。那慢慢在这里，大家变成一个社群。所以200甲现在基本上它就是一个大家互相在农村里面互相扶持的一个农夫的社群。
Now we just finished planting all the rice, and we're going to sign our name on here and plant it in the middle so we can mark our territory. Then we'll come back in 4 months for some very natural and delicious rice,
yes.
right?
Yes.
In 4 months.
6.
Woo! Finished?
Yes.
Yay! Back in Elang with some beautiful weather today. Now the rice has had some love and sunshine for the past 4 months, and now we're going to reap what we sowed. We are here to harvest the rice, but you'll notice I'm in a school. Can you guess why? Now we're about to find out what exactly that is. Follow me.
然后，因为我们这边其实也非常多小农在这里，所以大家有一个共同的想法，就是说，哎，那是不是我们让圣国国小来开始从事食农教育的这个课程？学校旁边有水稻田，然后我们邀请村子里面的老农夫来这边做指导，然后我们的友善小农来这边做助教，让这个课程可以顺利的运作。 那到目前为止，今年应该是第4年。
Going against the kids because you come and be more quiet. When I was harvesting the rice, I was working with little children, and they were all laughing at me because I'm the girl from the city. And I was really surprised at how much it affects your body because it's only been a couple minutes. I'm sweating. I can feel my skin burning. I can feel the cuts. I have mud on my clothes. I saw many bugs and really hard work out there, and it really makes me appreciate the food that I have on the table now because I know how hard it is to get it on there. And now I understand where it came from the beginning to the end process. And there's a lot of hard work and there's a lot of people involved in working so that you have the food on your table. Now we're going to separate the hay from the rice itself. Look at them hustle. And then we're going to see the rice is separated from the hay and the rice in here. And now the next step is going to be exposing it to the sun to dry up the last remaining amount of water. So take a look at the students working. What do you do? 可以教我吗？哎。
这压住了。
其实看起来小朋友其实非常的热衷啦，因为可以踩到田里面，而且可以看到自己种的植物居然长出原来就是他桌上吃的那个米饭，甚至我们的小朋友他们把种出来的米还有做销售，有自己的品牌，所以我想这个对小朋友来说那个成就感是很大的。
This takes 2 days in the sun to dry, and I'm kind of curious, what happens if it rains? I noticed one thing. The rice is actually a very small part of the entire plant. There's actually a lot of leftover hay. So I had to ask, what happens to the rest of it? Well, we're about to find out. Follow me. Ni hao. Hello. 我是杨文。
真实社区到6、7月的时候，都是稻穗房，都是一片金黄色的黄金的绿地。早上起来，太阳光照下来，就照到早上露出，所以变成闪闪发亮的珍珠。所以我们珍珠的油品就是用这样来的。这个是稻草袜哈，这全部都是用稻草元素磨成粉下去做的哈。每一个稻草袜都是世界唯一的。
Hay is perhaps most commonly known for making scarecrows, but I'm learning there's actually multiple uses for hay, including making cute little decorations such as this coin holder or the giant monkey behind me. I've seen in their store that hay can be used for making individual, unique and adorable painting. It's also used for making several toys, including the little cute miniature dolls, the balls, and I also saw a broom which is used for sweeping away evil spirits and bad luck when you move into a new house. So these are all examples of the many decorations, toys, design, and creative things that people can do with hay. And in fact, I think I'm gonna try to make one of them. Wow, 这是什么？
他们在做稻草人。
哇！
你可以做看看啊。
我
哎耶，
我可以吗？
哎可以，
好，可以。
来，
好。And while he brings him more head, 没关系。还要哪里？
太高，我脱掉。
好。小漂亮。啊，好痛！很好看，对不对？
这边出看。好。
We've already loaded some of the rice on the truck, but there's even more inside here. You can see all this rice has taken months to plant, grow, and days in the sun to dry, and now we still have more to go. We're going to take it to the factory, turn it into rice, and we still have to cook it, and then we will have a delicious meal. I can't wait to eat it. There's the husk, which we know is the outside of the rice. They remove the husk through the first machine, and then the second part is the brown skin, which some people want to keep on the rice. For example, I was only allowed to eat brown rice growing up. But for some people that want white rice, there's another machine that also removes the skin of the rice. So you've got three parts. You've got the husk, you've got the skin, and you've got the delicious rice itself.
加油！ Go!
It's so heavy. It's so heavy. This is the rice that we have planted, grown, harvested, and now we just milled it. Now it's time for the best part. We get to cook and eat it.
很自然而然的，就是那么多人一起，在这边一起耕作。那而且我自己也感觉到非常的喜欢，所以很快的，前2年我们就超过50户，大家在一起耕作。那这样子，大家一起在农村里面，一起在农村里面这样，一起耕作，一起生活，一起说笑，一起吃饭。那种生活这是我从来没想过的。我非常的享受这样子的生活，而且我们里面那么多年轻人，那么多20-30岁，然后他们 很多都带着他们的梦想来到这边，然后很努力的、很积极的想要去实现他们梦想。我觉得非常有幸啊，可以跟这样的一群人生活在一起。
Very inspirational because it shows that it's more than just a business, it's more than just making money, it's who they are and it's what they enjoy, it's their passion. And yes, it is hard work, but that's where the beauty comes in and it makes you really appreciate the food that you have on the table, because every single thing that's on your dinner plate took a lot of work to get there. At last we are here with our meal. This is the month and month of hard work and we are celebrating victory with the rest of the farmer team. And you can see this is the rice that we harvested, we planted, we milled it, and we have all of our blood, sweat, tears, scars from this rice. And now we are going to enjoy Woman Goodbye Fun. I'm going to try my hardest to go as fast as possible because I'm competing with the machine. Ready? Go! This is my fastest. They're finished! You see lots of snails. A lot of snails here. Hello, Ma. Hello. Hello.